Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll discuss the topic the flagellar movement. These flagellar movements, which exhibits three types of movements, they are: one is the angular movement, and second one is the sidewise lash movements, and third one spiral gyration movement. So the flagellar movements, which is classified or exhibits three types of movements. One is the angular movement, second one is the sidewise lash movement, and third one is the spiral gyration movement. Let's discuss about the angular movement. First one, angular movements. The undulation which occurs base to the tip, it is also called the pushing force. So these are organism, axis, base, and it is also called tip. The angular movements, these are presenting in base to the tip. So it is the base, the movement which occurs base to the tip. So the organism which moves backward direction, it is also called the pushing force, like a paddle in boat. Paddle in the boat. So it is also called pushing force. The organism which moves backward direction, the movement which occurs in the base to the tip, the organism which moves backward direction, it is also called the undulation or angular movement. Next one, the movement which occurs in the tip to base. Tip to base. So these are organism, axis, tip, and it is also called the base. An organism, the movement which occurs in tip to the base. So tip to the base, the organism which moves in opposite direction or forward direction. So the organism which moves in forward direction, this type of movement, it is also called the pushing force. Pushing force, like a propeller in aeroplane. Propeller in aeroplane, it is also called the pushing force. So the angular movements which exhibits two types of forces. One is the pushing force. The angular movements which occurs in the base to the tip, organism which moves in backward direction, it is also called the undulation. And the second one which exhibits in pushing force, the organism, the movement which occurs in tip to the base, organism which moves in forward direction. So it is also called the pushing force. These are seen in aeroplane. Next one, the sidewise lash movements. And another movement is also present in angular movement. The organism, it is the organism axis, and these are the flagella. The flagella which bend into one side and beat against the water. So the organism which moves in lateral direction. So these three types of movements which are seen in angular movements with the help of flagella. Okay. One, the movement which occurs in base to tip organism which moves the backward direction. It is also called the pushing force, like a paddle in boat. Next one, the pulling force, the movement which occurs in tip to the base, the organism which moves to the forward direction. It is also called the pulling force. It is seen in the propeller of an aeroplane. And third one movement, the flagellum bend into one side and the organism which moves to the opposite or lateral direction. These three types of movement are seen in the angular movement with the help of flagella. So these three types of movement is also called the flagellar movements. Next one, second one, the sidewise lash movement. Sidewise lash movement. Most of the protozoan animals are exhibits in sidewise lash movements. In this sidewise lash movements, which exhibits two types of movements. One is the effective stroke and second one is the recovery stroke. So these both are including in the sidewise lash movement, the effective stroke and the recovery stroke. What is meant by effective stroke? Effective stroke means the flagellum first rigid. It is an organism. These are the flagella. The flagella first rigid and bend into one side. So it is the bend into one side, beat against the water. So these are the water. So the flagellum first rigid and bend into one side, beat against the water, and the flagellum which is presenting in right angles to the body axis. So the organism which moves to the forward direction, it is also called effective stroke. In this effective stroke, first one, the flagellum becomes rigid and bend into one side, beat against the water, the organism which moves to the forward direction, it is also called the effective stroke. Then the recovery stroke. In this recovery stroke, the flagellum at first soft, then which move or returns back into in its original position. It is also called the recovery stroke. In this effective stroke, the energy is utilized. Why? Because these flagellum beat against the water with using the energy, whereas the recovery stroke without energy is using, it is also called recovery stroke. The first flagellum is soft and returns back into in its original position, it is also called the recovery strokes. So this effective stroke and recovery stroke both are seen in the sidewise lash movements. It is the most of the protozoan animals are exhibited sidewise lash movements. And next, third one, the simple gyration movement. Simple gyration movement. In this simple gyration movement, these are an organism. It is the axis. These are the flagellum. In this simple gyration movement, the flagellum turns like a screw, and the organism which moves in forward direction, which shows the turns like a screw in its own axis, it is also called the simple gyration movement. So these are the three types of movements which are seen in the flagella, with the help of flagella, which are seen in many protozoan animals. The first one, undular movement. Second one is the sidewise lash movement, and the third one is the simple gyration movement. In these three types of movement, the sidewise lash movement is most of the protozoans are exhibited sidewise lash movements. Next one, the ciliary movements. Ciliary movements. In the ciliary movements, the cilia is the short hair-like structure and these cilia which exhibits are also shift back and forth movements. So the cilia which performs the two types of movements, one is the swift back and forth movements. These both are exhibited in cilia. The cilia is arising from the kinetosome or blepharoplast or basal body. In this ciliary movement, the animals are exhibited also effective and recovery strokes. In effective stroke, these are the cilia base and these are the cilia. These cilia bend into one side and beat against the water, the organism which moves to the forward direction. So bend into one side, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So bend into one side and beat against the water, and these cilia are which is similar to the surface of the body and beat against the water, the organism which moves to the forward direction. It is also called the effective stroke. And then recovery stroke. In this recovery stroke, the cilia's which moves to the returns back and its original position without use of energy, it is also called the recovery strokes. So the cilia also which exhibits the effective and recovery strokes. In this recovery strokes, the cilia which shows the two types of movements. One is the synchronous movement and second one is the metachronous movement. What are the differences between synchronous and metachronous movements? First one, synchronous movement. In this synchronous movement, the transverse row of cilia which moves in simultaneously in one direction, it is also called the synchronous movement. The transverse row of cilia which moves simultaneously in one direction. So these are the direction in one direction which moves, it is also called the synchronous movement. And second one is the metachronous movement. The longitudinal row of cilia which moves sequentially one after the other one. So it is the longitudinal row of cilia which moves sequentially or one after the other one. It is also called the metachronous movements. So these are the differences between the synchronous movement and metachronous movement. Synchronous movement means the transverse row of cilia which moves in one direction simultaneously. It is also called the synchronous movement. And metachronous movement, the longitudinal row of cilia which moves sequentially or one after the another one in one direction. It is also called the metachronous movement. These metachronous movement, these type which are also seen in the plants in paddy fields. Plants in paddy fields like a blow of wind. The plants are which moves to the one direction to another direction in sequentially, and these are also called the metachronous movements. In this ciliary locomotion which is coordinated by the infraciliary system, these ciliary locomotions which are coordinated by the infraciliary system, these are seen in paramecium. The infraciliary system is also discussed. These are the paramecium, cilia, oral group, anterior contractile vacuole and posterior contractile vacuole, cytopharynx, So these are kinetosomes or basal granules. These all kinetosomes, a longitudinal row of kinetosomes and kinetodesmal fibrils, these all are unite and forms the infraciliary system. Infraciliary system. This infraciliary system which connect the motorium. It is the motorium near the cytopharynx. So the infraciliary system and motorium, these both are also called neural control system. So these neural control system are motorium which is useful for to alternation of cilia or coordination of the cilia. So the cilia are which exhibits in infraciliary system which connected to the motorium. So these both are united to forms the neural control system. This neural control system which controls the alternation of cilia or coordination of cilia. Next one, the ciliary locomotion ciliary locomotion is the faster than the flagellar locomotion. So the fastest locomotion is the ciliary locomotion when compared to the other locomotory structures like a pseudopodia and flagella and myonemes, and the fourth locomotory structure is the ciliary. So these four types, the fastest locomotion is the ciliary locomotion, and the slowest locomotion is the pseudopodia or amoeboid locomotion. It is the slowest type of locomotion, amoeboid locomotion. The fastest locomotion is the ciliary locomotion. Last one, the gliding movement. Gliding movement. A small zigzag movement which are shown by the protozoan animals by the contraction and relaxation of the myonemes. So the myoneme is the another locomotory structure in protozoan animals. So the contraction and relaxation of the myonemes, some protozoan animals are exhibited zigzag movement. It is also called the gliding movement. The zigzag movement is also called gliding movement. So the myonemes are the contractile fibrils. Contractile fibrils. With the help of myonemes or contraction and relaxation of the myonemes, the protozoan animal, example Euglena, which performs the zigzag movement or gliding movement. So in this Euglena, the myonemes are present. It is the Euglena structure. These are the long flagellum, nucleus. Below the pellicle, a contractile fibrils are present. These are the contractile fibrils. These contractile fibrils are also called myonemes. So the contraction of myonemes, the protozoan animal Euglena which moves in this direction, then relaxation which moves to the another direction. Contraction, relaxation, contraction, relaxation. So this type of movement is also called the zigzag movement or gliding movement. Zigzag movement or gliding movement. So it is completed to the flagellar movements like undular movement, sidewise movement and simple gyration movements. These three movements are including in the flagellar movements. Then the ciliary movements are swift back and forth movements. It is also called the effectives and recovery strokes. And in this recovery stroke, which are also presenting the two types of movement, one is the synchronous movement and the second one is the metachronous movement. The synchronous movement means the transverse row of cilia which moves in simultaneously in one direction. It is also called the synchronous movement, whereas the metachronous movement, the longitudinal row of cilia which moves to one direction in sequentially or one after the other one, it is also called the metachronous movements. And then finally gliding movement. The gliding movement which are seen in the protozoan animal, example Euglena, the organism which moves to the contraction and relaxation of the myonemes, the organisms which moves to both directions. So it is also called the zigzag movement or gliding movement. The myonemes are the contractile fibrils which is presenting in below the pellicle. With the help of contraction and relaxations, the protozoan animal or Euglena which performs the gliding movement. Okay, completed today. Tomorrow we will discuss the reproduction in protozoan animals.